these scans, like, I feel like it's a coin flip of like, well, she's gonna need another surgery again, and like, it's freaking stressful, man.
Today is Penelope's CT scan. This CT scan determines if Penelope is going to have another surgery or if she's not. If there is fluid building up around her brain, then she would potentially need another surgery today. Today honestly scares me because I feel like we've had so many setbacks that like the last thing I want to do is like have another one. One of the kids that I met at the hydrocephalus block, he was 3 years old and he has already had 13 surgeries due to his shunt.
Ugh.
And the parents said that they've spent more time at the hospital than they have at home.
Mm-hmm. I felt like we were like that for a while.
Just seeing the tubing coming out of her head and draining spinal fluid was so crazy. It's just, like, it's not, like, fair. Yes, we both have disabilities and we had a child with a disability, and people may judge me for having a little person, but I'm grateful for my daughter, and I would not change a thing about her because she is perfect. Because of how stressed out we've been, I feel like our marriage has been going through it.
Yeah, you take it home with you. It makes everyday living stressful.
And I think that that's probably why we do butt heads, is because I feel like your way of handling stress tends to be on the funny side. Like, you try and make jokes, and
If you can't make a joke about some of this stuff, then feel like
okay.
it might overwhelm you, you know?
But this year has been the hardest year to be married to you. If Penny needs another surgery, it scares me to death what it's going to do to our marriage. You honestly don't know anything about the person you married until you go through something that can possibly be a life or death situation with your children. There were times where I thought Joe hated me, and I didn't care at the time because I just wanted Penny to be healthy. I was trying to be strong because I've never seen Joe break down as much as I saw him break down with Penny. The last revision really set her back. We were on the road to recovery, and then the revision happened, and everything changed. She doesn't even want to attempt walking now.
Anytime she'll need a surgery, it's gonna be a setback. That's the bitch about it.
So if we end up having to have another surgery, is it gonna be an even bigger setback? That's what I'm worried about.
If he says she needs a surgery, boom, we have to kick into strength mode. Cause I don't know if I could take anymore.
The shunt is the scariest thing that's ever been in my life. It scares me so much to my core because I'm always scared about her. I just want her to be her. I just want Penelope to be Penny. I just want her to act normal like she used to. So far, I haven't really seen the old Penny. She used to call me Mama, and since her last surgery, I still haven't heard Mama, unless I prompt her. And I don't want to have to prompt her to call me Mama. But I don't know if things will ever go back to normal, and that scares the out of me.